wanders through the Lake District, bagging Wainwrights and outlying fells. With his trusty eyepiece, a cap, and rugged good looks. His name is Dave Ostor, the Mountain Man. He wanders through the Lake District, bagging Wainwrights and outlying fells. With his trusty eyepiece, a cap, and rugged good looks. His name is Dave Ostor, the Mountain Man.
Okay, welcome back to another episode. And today we're in Langdale once again. We're just going to do the classic Langdale Pikes. I think there's 5 Wainwrights in total. A couple of them I need for my second round. But yeah, we've just parked up at the new Dungeon Ghyll car park, which is £8.50 for the day. And we're heading up the Ghyll here behind the pub, on our way to Pavey Ark. First of all, I've done this route a few times on the channel before, but it's a lovely path with this waterfall beside us here. And yeah, I thought we'd try something different up to Pavey Ark, and that might be Jack's Rake. Never done it before, thought I'd see what it's all about. It's one of them scary routes like Striding Edge and Sharp Edge that put people off. But I think once you've done it, you'll realise I think it probably is okay. Quite exposed in sections, I believe. I watched several videos of it last night. But yeah, let's go and find out. So yeah, this is the classic Langdale Pikes route. It's not actually that long, it's less than 6 miles in total and less than 2,500 feet of ascent. Like I said, first is Pavey Ark, then we're going over to Knot, Harrison Stickle, Loft Crag and Piker Stickle. Not necessarily in that order, but they're the 5 that people generally do. Now, very accessible area. This path is one of the best you will find in the Lake District, from one of the most accessible. Langdale's quite nice to drive down. It's a good sized road, and I advise you to get here early, i.e. before 9 AM, before 8 AM on weekends, because it does get ultra busy, especially the old Dungeon Ghyll further down the valley there. A lot of popular fells in this area. You've got Lingmoor and Side Pike, and at the head of the valley you've got Piker Blisco, Crinkles, Bowfell, all that kind of good stuff. So yes, you must get here early, because every time I've came down this year back to the car park, people have been jamming cars in all sorts of different wonky angles just so they can say they've parked safely. So I am full of energy this morning. It's Monday, was it 2nd of June. Last night I got home from work at 4:30 and I went to bed at about 6:30 and I slept till 5 AM. So I've had 11 hours sleep. So yeah, I am full of beans this morning. A lot of energy. Something I've not been doing right of late. The night before a mountain climb. I've been up till normal hours, 12, 1 AM, and getting myself 3, 4, 5 hours sleep. It's not enough. Lovely to see these waterfalls in full flow, how they should be. We've had a lot of rain over the last week and a half. I think today it's supposed to be dry. It's looking that way. It's back to fairly warm again. Previous couple of times I've came up here, they've been frozen solid. So yeah, actually made it a little tricky crossing the various water crossings that there are going up here. So it's at this point here you start to leave the safety of being able to see the car where you're parked, and you start heading up the Ghyll into the mountains in the shade. You're all alone from this point. I mean, that's how I feel the first time I did it, and I still do. The point where you can't see your car anymore, things change a little. I don't know, a little bit of anxiety comes in, especially if you haven't done it before. And that's what I'm hoping to do with these videos now. I'm trying to, if you want to ask me questions, there's no wrong answers. We've all been there, we've all done hills for the first time, and there's feelings that you can't quite explain to yourself when you get them, and this is one of them for me. There we go, it's round the corner. Goodbye car for the next several hours. There we go, we've just hit the 1,000 feet mark. About 45 minutes of walking. So it's relentlessly steep but very comfortable. I don't think you'll feel too much pain coming up there, although this is the first scramble here. It's quite gnarly looking, but it's all solid and safe. Just have to push your way up over this boulder, and the path will appear again just there. So here we are. The path on this side of the Ghyll runs out, as you can see, no way further. So you've got to get across here. Now, I think I did it in ice last winter, and I found it a lot easier than this deep water. So there are stones protruding out, so you've just got to be very careful, take your time. Now this bit here, that's very deep, so you've got to grab onto this rock here and don't let go. And there is a rock there out of the water. Like I said, there's been a lot of water recently, so this, I'm not sure it gets any worse than this, to be honest with you. This is quite deep. This next section here is quite tricky. You've got to put a left foot on there and push off onto there. So I'm a little bit worried that that is slippy. So I'm going to keep my handhold on here and test it out first. Yeah, okay. And then roll forward. And there we go. So that isn't easy. That isn't easy actually on a day like now I think about it. But we're over to the other side now. I think you can cross a little further down. This is quite as steep of a gradient of a waterfall here, so it may well be better crossing a little further down where there's less of a drop. Just about there now at the Tarn. And what can we see from here? Like I've already mentioned, Langdale Fell and Side Pike. We can see Weatherlam and Great Cars and Swirl How in the distance, and just the end of Piker Blisco. So yeah, cracking area. This is a lot of different walks, hence why it gets so busy, and do urge you to get here early if you are coming. That's the key to get you started in any hill climbing. You've got to get there early. There are some occasions where the weather's going to be nicer later in the day, so you can delay your start point, but I think it's worth more sacrificing the nicer weather just so you can comfortably get parked and get round and back before the crowds come in, because it does add a lot of stress to your day out. And here comes the classic shot of Pavey Ark revealing itself right before your eyes here. Oh. You don't see it the whole way up, but it just springs itself on you. And here we are now at Stickle Tarn, barely the halfway point of the climb. And I'm looking over here towards Pavey Ark, like I've said, so just looking for the start of Jack's Rake, and I'm thinking it's this section just up here. Now if you want an easier way up to Pavey Ark, avoiding Jack's Rake, just continue round the tarn this way, and there is a good path marked with cairns that will steeply but comfortably get you up the right hand side of the ark there. But this is a bit more of a direct method. Right, so yeah, you just head to the north side of the tarn there, and there isn't anything marking really the path up, but there is one, so it's probably a good thing that it's not jumping out at you to avoid people making mistakes. But yeah, just gonna start plodding our way up here now, and it should go up to the side of this big crag here. Right, so here we are at the base of Pavey Ark, and I believe the beginning of Jack's Rake just up here. I was a little bit confused there, because there is a path down there that runs along the front of it, which I did try out. It looks like a bit of a bypass path. I wasn't expecting that to be there. So anyway, up to the base of the mountain, and then we'll work our way just up here to that tree. All right, already I'm a bit nervous. That doesn't look much space to work with up there. It's all right to this point. We're just threading through a little gap. Compose yourself. Bloody hell, I can already say this is not easy. Already that's quite wet. There's water trickling down it. Oh God. Looks a bit more comfortable here, but it's a tight squeeze up that crack. Oh, I don't think there's going to be many points I can film coming up here. I need 5 hands, but we're just forcing our way over here. It's not easy with the water trickling down. Makes these quite slippy. Oh God, I'm barely a quarter of the way up, and I can already say this is the most difficult thing I've done in the Lake District. Grassmoor End, Striding Edge, Lord's Rake, Fox's Rake. This is quite knife edge stuff, so yeah, I wouldn't recommend this to many people. Luckily we've got any wind out today, and I would hate to come down this way. You could not come down this way. I'm just thinking, but yeah, forcing our way up here. That tree offers some respite, it looks like. Oh, this is a once in a lifetime. I won't be coming back up here again. I think Graham and the Fat Boys on tour are supposed to be coming up this way today. I hope they know what they're getting themselves in for, because that has not been pleasant. Oh, I've got a bit of ground I can sit on now. Thank Christ. Oh, the lonely tree. Hey, that'd be a good shot, wouldn't it, if you were a photographer? I can see a group of people coming up now. I wonder if that's them. Anyway, there's a group doing the sensible option, going up the regular path. Oh hey, I hope this is the right way, because I don't fancy my chances of going back down there. Oh, cup of tea to calm my nerves. I'm shaking. I'm shaking. This is very exposed. I don't know. Oh, I can see why people become a cropper on here. that is steep and slippy. One false move there. Jesus Christ. I'm scared to go any further just in case I have actually gone the wrong way up and it becomes a dead end and I have to go back down there. That's all things playing in my mind just now. But right, let's see what we could see to calm down. Oh, there's a little tarn there. I've never noticed that before. Not the big one, the little one up there. A Windermere over there. I think we can see Esthwaite water. Aye, not bad. Right round to Weatherlam. Oh, Clag's coming in above Coniston Fells now. Don't think they'll bother us down here today. But I'm just going to finish and brew here. Gather some composure. That's what you need. You need to fully compose yourself. Make sure every handhold and foothold is there. Looks like the gradient's easing off a little bit here, so thank Christ for that. And there's one for Tony's Trails. He hates wild campers. Still being here late on. We're about 10 o'clock now and they're still here. Oh, oh, Tony. I'll be having words with them. Oh, right. Oh, it continues. Good. There's anywhere up there. This looks like it's hugging the rake there. Looks like it comes a bit more exposed in that section. I didn't like the look of that rock dangling down, wedged in there, but probably won't fall. Holy shit. Right, this section here looks quite gnarly to say the least. It looks a bit more difficult than what I've already done. Looks like the footholds are there, but I'm going to have to slope around that to get up. There's some dodgy climbing angles coming up there. It looks just tempting to come straight up that gully there, but it's so slippy and the rocks are too far apart. You've kind of got to go on the outside a little bit there. Very exposed, but there's some good rock holds on there. I think that's the worst of it done. Just going to push our way a little further up here now. But yeah, I am sweating. This jacket's going to have to come off, I think. Oh yeah, it's good when it opens up like this and you can just got a bit of freedom. The sheep shit here. How the sheep have got up here? The sheep ain't going to come up there. Absolutely no chance. Absolutely no. That's mental. That's the weirdest sheep poo I've ever seen. I seen one on West Wall Traverse about 3 years ago. I think, how the hell have they got up there? My God. Seems fresh as well. I can smell it. I don't know. Does that mean this bit's a bit easier then? Hopefully. God, I picked a bad week to give up vaping. It's a mixture of laughing and crying. I don't know which one's gonna win. Here's that dodgy rock. I better be wedged. I'll be surfing it to... Anyway, enough gags, let's just focus. I've just broken my back squeezing through that rock. That isn't a pleasant experience either. Oh, good Lord. Right. There's some people in red coming up behind us now. Looks like Superman. This little bush here. Ancient. I bet you've got some stories to tell before coming up here. Likely some fatalities and all. And onwards we go. Oh, I found the culprits of those sheep poos. I better walk slowly behind them. I don't want to scare them off the fell. I'm going that way, okay? Didn't jump off the fell. I would hate your death on my conscience. you got up here? Go slowly, go slowly. I'm just gonna creep past them. Sorry, I've upset your morning snooze, haven't I? Right, good. I'm starting to walk away from the sheer drops now and heading up to the summit. How have you got up here? Madness. That's a sheer drop. They kind of come up that way. I wonder if they're stuck, you know. They're just about done, I think. Coming out on the top here. I'm going to have a sit down and enjoy the view a bit longer. Well, I'm not the only one on Jack's Rake today. We've got a little buddy here. Hello. It's going to take you a while to get up there, lad. Nearly at top though. Oh, just about there. Thank Christ. Right, here we are, just approaching the summit of Pavey Ark. And the first time I'm going to be able to get it on film, because last time I was here was in the snow and my camera crapped out, so yeah, here we are. I can film a bit more now rather than 3 seconds of it. Yeah, this is where we're going next, over to Thundercar Knot. Yeah, lovely area up here. Very grassy, after all that rock climbing up Jack's Rake there. It's surprising to see how green and doddy it feels up to High Raise here, and Sergeant Man, the little knot there. So here we are, here's the best viewpoint of Pavey Ark summits, just up there, but we can see the entirety of Stickle Tarn just here. Wonderful. Jack's Rake's just below us here. I daren't go any further to have a look at it, but yeah, wonderful. And I'm slower than I normally am with the fell nomads. 3.5 hours, 2.5 miles. Oh God, maybe Derek, Mary and Dave and Paul speed me up, but no, that is not easy coming up there. I don't think I'll do it too many more times. It's slow progress. I did enjoy it, you know. I'll likely do it again at some point, but it's got the old heart pumping, and once you're up here it's a bit of a relief actually. Just another word of note, if you are up here in snow, I mean, you could get up here without crampons, no problem. Like if you follow the regular path to the right, well, there's one there to the left. Don't come to these rocks on the edge here, because these will be covered and they're all sloped. And if you've got no crampons on, you're going to slip, and there's nothing stopping you. You've got a free ride into into Stickle Tarn there. Right, if you wait half an hour on Pavey Ark, a few fat boys turn up, so there we go. We've got Nick and Denise and Graham and Colin and Harry with it? Mark, yeah, Mark. I'll just edit out what Graham said there.
Oh, sorry.
That's alright. Thought I'll get you on some of it. There you go.
Yeah, please do edit that out.
It's alright.
Because people think I'm being serious.
Yeah, absolutely. Right, so that's just heading down Pavey Ark now. We're heading over to second Wainwright of the day of Thundercar Knot. Just up here, not far away. Right, here we are, the second Wainwright of the day, Thundercar Knot. And Nick's beat us to it. He's the new Derek while he's not here. Well done, Nick. Number 6 time on the air, is it? Don't like calling them fat boys because it seems a bit rude, but it's his channel name, huh? Do shakes for Wainwright. Well done, Mark.
Cheers, mate.
Well then, oh, you're doing fist bumps, do you? You do fist bumps as well. Breaking the rules. Breaking the rules of the Dave Hostel Mountain, man. We'll have a go at them, Paul.
What rules are those?
See, Mary, we still do photos when you're not here.
Yeah.
Not as many though.
Arguably the centre of the Lake District.
Yeah.
Arguably.
He knows his stuff. There's Graham. I'll just film him and he can talk.
Well, I don't. I'm afraid I can't take credit for that. Wainwright says it's arguably.
Arguably, yeah. Right, so we've just came down off Dunajcar Knot. We're heading east just for a nice easy out and back to High Raise. That'll be the high point of the day. Thought I might as well stay with the fat boys as I've never met them before. It's in excess of 800 metres, so it's quite a lofty summit, but very comfortable from this side. But then we'll head back towards the rest of the pikes after that. Sorry. Well done, Nick. Give you. Get somebody on it. Yeah. There we go. High Raise. Busy summit today. Well done, lad. Oh, we'll do a fist bump. Look at that. No room at the end. I'll sit outside in the van like Jesus. Right, so I'm just chilling out on High Raise. Just look down to the walk that we did last week. We can see Eagle Crag and Sergeant's Crag. And a nice easy burkett here of low white stones. But we've already done that, so we don't need to nip down and back for that. Right, wonderful. I prefer these days to blue sky. We've had that a lot lately. Everything's just in focus. You can see all the colours all around. As we look over to the Eastern Fells just over here, but for me, this view here, it's fantastic. There's just so many different layers. Looking up to Glaramara, my nemesis fell. Fourth fell, which I think is going to be Harrison Stickle, so it's just back again over Dunajcar, not just here. There's no bypass path or anything really, it's just easy going straight over. We're just approaching the summit of Harrison Stickle. Path fades in and out, but it's just a gradual ascent into the same direction. That is a big dog. Anyway, more importantly, we're nearly at the summit of Harrison Stickle. Over there. Go. Anyway, well done, Mark. We'll have it here. There we go. Harrison Stickle for the third time. You can see the route we've done from here, looking over to Pavey Ark and the Rake that you can just about make up coming up the side there before going over onto Dunajcar Knot, out to High Raise. Well done, Nick. Well done, Denise. Well done, Graham. Shakes on the Wainwright, that's what we do. And now we're heading over to Pike Stickle just over here. That's it, that's just us down from Harrison Stickle now. And there's a good path that is going to take you off in the direction of Pike Stickle. We'll just swing around this corner and we'll see if we can see Graham and Colin coming down the crags there. That's what Graham and Colin have just descended. Some of those crags there. Not easy, But like I say, there is a more comfortable path just coming off the other side there, so if you don't fancy scrambling, just make your way for that. Lovely view.
Yeah.
Oh, aye, that's probably a way up. Should we have a go on that, Graham?
Yeah, we'll put that on the list.
Put that on the list, might as well. Oh dear. So as you can see, it's not a straightforward scramble. Looks like there's a couple of different routes you can go. To the right here where Graham's gone. Straight up. Luckily you don't have to come back down this way. There is an easier path down the back. So yeah, this is the other way you can go up. The only dodgy thing about it is right next to that hole there. After what we've done this morning on Jack's rake, this is a doddle. No longer a threat. But we should be able to look down on Mark and them coming up here. Right, here we are on the 5th Wainwright of the day of Pike of Stickle. And here comes Nick. So yeah, it looks like there is an easier way up. The scramble is quite difficult to the left here, but I generally use this way down, but it looks like an easier way up, to be fair. But yeah, thankfully he's made it in one piece. Well done, Nick, we made it.
Yeah.
Congratulations. It is one of the best wild camping pitches in the Lake District. It is on Pike of Stickle and it's right there. Enough room for one tent prime, and you can enjoy this view all night long. It's absolutely stunning over towards Loft Crag and Harrison Stickle, back up to Thundercar Knot and High Raise. Done them all today, including Jack's rake, so really good effort. I think we're 7.5 miles in at this point. 7 hours and 1 mile an hour for me anyway. But yeah, we're just going to pick up Loft Crag now and just head down to the side back into Langdale. Starting to think why we didn't just come up this way. It seems fairly simple. Yeah. So that for me is an easier way up, but it's a bit more fun around the back there, so take your pick. Right, that's us down from Pike of Stickle. I'm just heading over to Loft Crag. Just past the bloke there, he must have been 101-year-old. Surely there's no way he's going to be able to do that scramble. He looked like he knew what he was doing. Like, probably got triple, quadruple the experience I have, so I have no one to judge, but that looks a bit dodgy. I hope he's alright. Well done, my man. Well done. Well done, Denise. Well done, Mark. Well done. Well done. We're all here. And accounted for. Loft Crag. But yeah, we're just past that elderly gentleman there. I watched him go Pike of Stickle and back. Apparently he's done all the pikes today, all 5. He's 82. I'll flash up a little picture of him. I think that's absolutely inspirational. But aye, good on him. Well done. He's garnered some speed and all. But anyway, just a path here. back down into the valley. More or less back down into Langdale now. Just need to finish off down here, so I thought I'd wrap up the adventure from here. Thank you to the fat boys for allowing me to join the walk. Graham and Colin, Nick and Denise, and Mark with us today. So fantastic walk. We've been at a leisurely pace. It's very comfortable around this area. We've just enjoyed the weather and the pikes. But I just wanted to say thank you for watching. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you back out on the fells very, very soon. Peace.